Hello there, right here, and welcome back to the oldest vanilla survival server and the oldest technical Minecraft server, Prototech, where we go way beyond just making some farms, but push the actual limits of what is thought to be possible in survival. And I highly recommend watching this series from the beginning. You can see crazy stuff like us fighting 30 ender dragons at once, collecting 21,000 levels, and traveling over 300 million blocks, all in a world without any mods, data packs, or plugins. And make sure to watch to the end because we check out Jonny's crazy invisible trap. I mean, this thing is completely invisible. We start off the episode by heading over to the Silk Touch Quarry where we're going to start it up with Kazammer. It's a really cool machine, and now Kazammer even has an explanation video, which I'll link down below, which will answer all your questions on how it works. So we are out here at Kazammer's Silk Touch Quarry. We're gonna go ahead and start her up, and he has a whole bunch of pickaxes here. Silk Touch. Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3 pickaxes. So I got a bunch of them. You want me to just take the whole shulker box worth of them, you said?
Might as well, yeah.
Hopefully I don't die.
Yeah, well, you should be fine without the nether mob switch on, and then I guess
So the nether mob switch is on, so we don't have to worry about mobs, as long as the nether doesn't get loaded.
So I guess so get in that minecart.
Okay.
And then you should be free, just face straight upwards and hold down left click.
Okay.
And it's gonna be a little while before a lot of blocks start coming in because it's gotta.
Oh, hold on one second. I'm gonna get my replay account. Okay, I think I'm ready.
Alright, sounds good. So pretty much just face straight up with left click held down. It's probably going to be a while before a ton of blocks start coming in because it has to create the block shield first. But once that's done, it should be good to go.
Oh yeah, I'm on my alt account. So this account will get its data. Let's check statistics. Ah, there it is.
Thank you, then.
So I'm not even on the list on this account. I'm number 1 on my main account. But this guy hopefully should be able to get on the list.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna start it up.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, TNT! That was scary.
So it's gonna be it's definitely not gonna be a very fast quarry, but I guess a time lapse should make it look pretty nice.
Yeah, it should be like pretty cool over time. Now it's sending me off. If there was any blocks here, I would mine them.
Yep. Probably be about between 24 and 48 hours before we start seeing a good amount of blocks come through. Yeah, I guess if you have an alt account, good look at how it works. Check that out. I must say tick warp was really nice on the SMP when I was testing this.
Oh yeah, you can see it working. Light machines are going back and forth. Ghost blocks.
It's gonna be a couple layers before it starts picking up anything.
Got a nice low clock here for the player mining. The fly machines are switching sides, and they just activate different stuff. They're kind of like timers.
So they go to these kind of stations that just return them. And then they go back, and that activates the sweeper, which collects all the blocks.
Okay.
So it'll probably be like 15 minutes before we see anything.
Here comes the sweeper. Did it pick up your nether rack, or is that supposed to be on there?
Where's the nether rack?
It's on the sweeper. I think
it's not.
I think I might have picked it up.
Oops, I forgot that was there. Alright. But it will push everything to the end, and then the minecarts will pick it up. So I guess it does give some netherrack. But at least the player's not wasting pickaxe durability on it.
Now the actual quarry is going down to pick up blocks.
Yep.
I have to go very far the first time.
Yeah. It's kind of unfortunate though that it stops like, and the first like 5 layers are just air.
Are these, is this end, these TNT dupers working on this side? I don't see anything on the west side. The side you're on, yeah. I don't see
That's
anything.
weird. I might have broken the instant wire at some point. I'm not sure though.
So it looks like everything's working now. The TNT dupers are all working. Great.
Yeah.
And it's going to slowly grab blocks from here and work its way into this entire big bulk of netherrack.
Yep. And hopefully within a couple days of launching this, we should start seeing some pretty good results.
I'm excited. TNT. TNT's working the full length now. Awesome.
Yeah. That will completely destroy your eardrums.
With the Silk Touch Quarry up and going, we're going to run it for a little while to see if we have any problems. In the meantime, let's head over to the ultimate storage system, where we designed an automatic system to sort and store 1,000 unique items, more items than there is in the current game of Minecraft. The last time we added these 2 little devices, that device over there actually sorts out the shulker boxes, gets them ready to go into the actual sorters over there. And this system here, this is to check and make sure everything inside of a shulker box has stackable items, so they actually can be sorted in the system. But I just realized we do need one more piece. We need a piece to make sure that any items that come through here are actually in a shulker box. So we're going to put in a small little redstone device to kind of check and see if each item is in a shulker box already or not. And then I think we'll just put that on top of this. We'll probably move this up a little bit, and then we'll hook that to the rest of these pieces. And that should be all of the main pieces we need for the system. So let's build that. So we built up the redstone device up there. We're going to throw in some boxes, shulker boxes, as well as some random items, and see if it can do a good job at sorting between them. We have a bunch of these from our AFK fish farm. Let's go up there and check out the redstone build. So we just put it here on top of where the items come up. They're going to come up this item elevator, end up in the hopper hopefully, go down. This is a little sorter piece that we put in before main sorter. It is doing something. Let's see if it's doing what we want. So there should be items in here, I believe. The items should have went in and got sorted. Anything that is a item on its own should end up here. So we do got some of them in there. Good. Also sorting some more. This thing should be doing shulker boxes. Put some random shulker boxes in there, so they might not be perfect ones. What do we got here? Oh, threw my redstone into this. I wonder how my redstone got in there. Oh, I think I forgot to clean out the system. So I went ahead and gave it another try by throwing some more items into the water stream. I guess the first thing I want to check and see if... Oh yeah, it is putting items in there. Good. Good. It is also getting boxes over here. So this thing seemed to work. Those have their items in there. Let's check down here. This should just be non-stackable stuff. That's awesome. So that worked. I think we might have had one redstone dust in the system before we started it. I think that might have messed up this part. Okay, we got the TNT and we got my box. Oh, that is everything actually. Huh. Okay. I don't know where that redstone piece went, but everything else seemed to be working fine. So we went ahead and ran a couple of more tests and everything seems to work great. We just need to make more storage for the items as well as the, I like to call them fisher walker boxes, essentially stuff that we get from our fish farm, but it could be anything non-stackable. I don't have any other things that we would collect to be non-stackable, but yeah, they'd all end up here. So we need to add in more storage, but for the time being, that is enough storage. Now let's work on trying to hook up farms to our actual storage system here. So we're here at the end dimension, and this is where we have the majority of our farms. We go over here, right off the bat we got some farms that are the ones that come from the obsidian platform. That includes our sand generator, we got our dragon egg generator, all our concrete, gravel, we also got obsidian, and I think this is where our shulker shells end up too. We can kind of see all the stuff that goes into here. Goes through a lot of sand. But all these get packed up into shulker boxes, and then they end up getting dropped out. Let's see, there's a water stream right there. And that water stream takes some there, and then they drop from there into this water stream. From here, they go all the way to spawn. So I think we do need to check, make sure this is all loaded properly. We have a shulker box which we're going to test and see if it can make it from like one of our end islands. We're just here by our cocoa bean and coarse flower farm. See if we can make it all the way to our storage system and actually go into the storage system and get sorted properly as well. Let that thing take off. The only downside I see to having farms with their items going through here is that if I go through here, I think I might pick it up if it doesn't move already. If it doesn't move off of this platform, this chunk isn't loaded for a long enough period to make it move, then it just gets stuck there. Otherwise, what it does is it goes down, it takes the waterways around here. We either can chunk load it, we have a system to do that, or we can just wait until the player comes through and then he'll load it. The item goes through all these waterways here, all the way up, and into this portal here. There it goes. Now it should go into the overworld. The chunks are loaded here. The item goes underneath of this, goes all the way down there through the hole that we made in the floor. Then there's a water system down there. So the item gets taken that direction towards our storage system. And let's go load it.
So what are we doing with loading it?
So we're gonna load the shulker box so it makes it. I want to see if it makes it all the way to our sorters over here. So it should eventually make it to the item elevator, and then it should go into this system here, and then it should eventually come down to this system. Okay, I think I see it go through. Yep, come through here, goes into there. It should go down through here, go into this system, go to here, go this direction. Currently we have it cut off, so we can check it, see if it actually made it. There's our one white concrete, and there is our box. So you can see it works perfectly. Item, the concrete, everything made it here, all the way from end dimension. That's great. So now we just have to make sure all our farms items end up here so they get automatically sorted. So while checking things out, we came across a Jonny's invisible trap. So over here, Jonny says he has an invisible cactus. It says, dropped my invisible cactus. And yeah, that's what happens when you get close to it. It launches you and you take damage. The question is, this is something invisible that's hurting us. And it's also throwing us backwards. It's very scary. It's like a mysterious creature. I don't see no entities here, hitboxes. We took all our stuff off. We're gonna see what happens when we die from it. Or can we even die from it? I'm not sure. It might take too much regeneration. Maybe if we give ourselves poison or something. It does a lot of damage, but it's kind of a bit random. Yeah, looks like we're gonna die from it, guys. What do you guys think it is? Raise was squished too much. So I think that's entity cramming. I think that is technically entity cramming. But there's a lot of something there that is doing us damage. And you cannot see it. That is scary. That could be a really good trap. There's our XPs. We didn't have that many. A very nice trap. Huh. Kind of a scary trap too. You can't see it and it attacks you. This trap is just so cool. And I know a little bit about how it works. Jonny got the game to essentially duplicate a minecart. Because there's two of the same minecart, the game only shows one of them. And the other one stays invisible. And he has so many of these minecarts in one spot that when you touch them, you take max cramming. If you guys haven't already, make sure to check out Jonny's channel as he comes up with crazy stuff like this. There'll eventually be a video about this on his channel. As well as don't forget to follow the other ProtoTech members. All their links are down in my description. So you can see what other members are up to on the server, as well as their redstone devices. So with all the major devices in place, one of the biggest things we have to do is figure out where all the items go in the storage system. And that is going to be not very easy to do. So I'm going to push that off and I'm going to work on implementing the sorter so we can sort out our nice AFK fish books. So normal loot that is stackable goes that direction, and then the non-stackable stuff goes down into this column here. I don't know if we have anything in there. No. And that's where it would end up. So let me see. We go back to spawn. We should have tons of books we can check out as an example. So all these enchanted books are actually coming from our AFK fish farm, which is in the end dimension, where we have about 4 AFK accounts fishing at a big fish farm over there, which everything's getting sorted out except for the enchanted books and the saddles. So then those are going to go into the system and get sorted out. But the reason why we're collecting all these enchanted books is we're going to try to make 1,000 god armor sets. God armor is a really cool trick that I came across during 1.14 where you can put multiple protection types all in one armor. And this is known as god sets. But you can only do this for a couple versions. We're going to prepare for this in 1.12, get all ready, so when we get to that version we'll have all these enchanted books that we can put on armor sets, and then we're eventually going to turn those god armor sets into netherite, which you can do, but with such an ambitious goal of getting 1,000 of them, I want to try out some ways to automate the system. I'm going to try to have everything be as minimal clicking as possible. So that's why I'm not using villagers to obtain these books. So down here underneath our spawn, this is where all of our fish bulk boxes are ending up. It would be nice that they would automatically go to that end there. Now besides the fish books here, I believe there's also some fishing need to be sorted. Yeah, there's all our fishing books. Some of them also got some other junk in there when we were setting it up. So hopefully we can send all of these that direction. We'll send them down the water thingy and they'll all end up there into our storage. So since we have so many bulk boxes here, I think we're going to set up a little water system that aligns them. Drops them down there, and from there they hopefully make it to the system and get sorted automatically. This will be a good way to test to see if we designed it properly. Okay, we'll break this one, see how it turns out. Okay, so this water is not sweeping it the right direction, so let's go to... Oh my goodness. That's a lot of shulker boxes. They filled? Oh, there's a bunch. What the heck? Why is there a bunch sitting there? They did not get aligned very well. So we changed up the aligning system and dropped some more in to see if they make it to the ultimate storage system. We'll eventually put in a loading system so they can get here on their own. Whoa, whoa, here they come. Here they go. Wow. Okay, we will test our elevator. That looks so cool. It looks kind of like a centipede, like the game Centipede. Okay, so they went through in 2 batches. Good. Okay, let's go to the top and let's see how well it's handling the sorting. Doing stuff. Good stuff, bad stuff. We will soon find out. What happened here? We figured out the problem with the shulker boxes coming in over here. What they did is they eventually filled up this part down here because this part's lower than this part. And that means there'd have to be about 30 shulker boxes all coming in at once, which I guess could happen. So we're gonna have to look into that. But we're gonna try to figure out where to put in the book sorter part down here. They all end up coming to this hopper, go in this direction. So we're going to probably take the hopper and point it down and then make some storage for all of the books that we want to store. So on our creative world, we went ahead and designed up a contraption to do everything we need. We have it so it will take the stuff out of the shulker boxes, put it into normal chest. Then we have the sorter here, Then down below we have it automatically put it back into shulker boxes. And then we will store it. Hopefully we can fit this all in near the USS. We got all the pieces built up. So after we separated the non-stackables that have shulker boxes, we then send them down here. So this thing's going to be full of shulker boxes that come from the fish farm. We do have some in here. Some of them are kind of messed up though. And then we have a shulker box unloader right here. This is kind of a flat one we just made to kind of fit for the situation. So it's going to unload all the contents into this, and then that's going to go over here eventually. The shulker boxes are going to end up in this one. Then what we'll do is we'll stand here and turn off that. Items should go through here one at a time. There's a book, and if I want the book, I just hit Q and it drops it. There's affinity book, efficiency book. I can go ahead and I can turn that off. Anything that we didn't drop out is automatically destroyed with this dropper. It's going to go into a cactus here. All the stuff that we did want to keep, we dropped it into this system here. That system is going to take all the items and put it into a shulker box loader. This is a shulker box loader, and then we'll store everything in shulker boxes down here. So the idea is to unpack the stuff from the shulker boxes, sort it, then put it back into the boxes, because it takes up so much room because it's all unstackables. So that is all the pieces in. Now we have to make it so we can actually get down to different places and get the last final stuff put together. Okay, so now it's hooked up. So anything that falls in there should eventually go all the way down and be used to refill this one down here. So if everything here works properly, we should be able to put this stuff in here, and it should sort it down below. We do want to test this thoroughly before hooking up all our farms to this, because we don't want anything to go crazy like. So a great way to test it is to break a bunch of these chests full of the enchanted books and see how well they sort out. Should come up here and start sorting them. Ooh, okay, that is definitely a problem. So we figured out the problem to do with the shulkers escaping. We thought we were escaping over here, but it was actually, we had this dropper pointing upwards. So every once in a while I was shooting items up. And that is usually something I never do. So I just turned it upside down, so now it's pointing into this hopper. It either pushes items into the hopper, or it tries to push it and it just fails, but never actually spits the items out. That's important. And that should fix our problem. So if we put a bunch of these boxes up here, none of them should escape now. Cool. Okay, so I think that was the easy fix. So at the moment, all the fish loot's coming through, but it is really filling up these chests quite fast. And it's like backing up inside of these hoppers here, and then it backs all the way up to here. Then it backs up in here and also over there. So we want to make sure if it ever backs up to here, at least, that it will get stored away. We need to have a lot of storage here. We also don't want any random items to end up here, so we're gonna put those into a shulker box loader, and we're gonna make it come out this direction and put it right over here. We fixed up the area for sorting out enchanted books. So this is where you sort them. You stand here, sort them from here, drop them down to there. We also added a ladder over here to go up. You can do some checkup on all the redstone stuff up here. When you do sort out the books, all the books that you sort will end up down here inside of shulker boxes. Perfect. It's a little bit easier to move around. Got the work stuff over here. Now we can come in here and sort out books. We do have a lot of books. All this is full of enchanted books, as well as also saddles in there. Let's go ahead and give this thing a test. The player stands right here, and all you do is activate a clock, which is off to the right hand side. That just drops out item every so often. You can change the timings depending on how fast or slow you like to sort items. Items come down into this hopper in front of the player, and normally they'll be automatically dispensed into lava after a certain amount of time. But if you do like something you see, you just hit the Q button and it'll throw it out of that hopper, and it's going to end up in the hopper that's in front of the player. And then those items are put back into a shulker box and stored down below. So let's sort a bunch of enchanted books to eventually make 1000 god armor netherite sets. I just want to take this time to thank all you guys for the amazing support that you guys have been showing, not only here on YouTube, but also on my Twitch streams. If you haven't already, make sure to join me on my other social links, like my Discord, where you can even join the voice call and chat with me. And we're getting very close to 200,000 subscribers, where we'll be doing a Q&A video. So if you have any questions about Minecraft or myself, ask them down in the comments and I'll answer them in that video. And if you have made it this far, don't forget to leave a like on the video as well as share this video with others. I would like to thank you guys for joining me as I have fun in survival. Bye bye.